Coming up in today's video, do you buy a drone or do you hire a pro? So you want to start adding aerial footage to your wedding films. So there are two ways of doing this. First is you buy the drone. So, you have to get the drone, which, could cost you anywhere between 800 to over £3,000, depending on which drone you want. I use the Phantom 4 Pro Plus that a couple of years ago cost me about £1,800. Then you have your ND filters, extra batteries all on top of that. Then you need to get your PFCO from the CAA, which to do this you need to go do an NQE course with an approved company from the CAA, which that costs about £1,000. And then you have to pay the CAA, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a couple of £100 for the first year, and then over £100 every other year when you renew your license. Then you have to get insurance, otherwise your PFCO isn't valid. So when I first did it, there weren't many insurance companies out there, and I was all quite excited, and I thought, yeah, I'll get my drone license, get the insurance. So I spent about £400 that year just on insurance. But this can change, this can go up and down depending on what sort of public liability insurance you need. But now I actually just use a pay-as-you-go one. And again, depending on sort of the risk area where you're doing it, this can range from £5 per flight to maybe over 20 quid. So not too bad. If you're using it every single day, then you might consider buying an annual policy. But if you're doing about 20 wedding films a year, absolutely fine just to do the pay-as-you-go. So all in all, that adds up to be a lot of money just for a few seconds worth of aerial footage. But again, that footage does look awesome, and brides and grooms, they might book you because they've seen you have this aerial footage and think, oh, we're spending a lot of money on this beautiful venue, I want some aerial shots of that. So it can generate a lot more business. Or you can do what I do, and brings me on to my second point, which is just offer your services to other wedding videographers that don't have the license. So if you were looking to add aerial footage without buying the drone, if you are hiring a videographer with their license, you might be looking at, these prices can vary. It could be anywhere from £200 to over £400. I know a lot of videographers that add that cost to their couples, where I've just got drone footage available in my overall package, even if I use it or not. But say you film 20 weddings a year, and you've got a videographer charging you £200 each time. So that's £4,000 just to have some aerial footage that year. So if that's the case, you might want to consider actually investing probably a similar sort of money, getting the license, plus then you've got these services to offer out to other videographers. I actually offer my services to other wedding videographers, but just be careful, because I always do this when I've hit my number of target of weddings booked, because if you're charging £300 that day to film some drone stuff, and then you have an inquiry for your package that costs £1,500 and you already got this £300 booking, you've lost out on 1,200 quid. I know you've got some other options. You could just cancel the drone footage, but then you might not get future work with that person. And there goes, it's not, it's £300 just for the drone footage that day, but then the filming obviously requires a lot of editing, but depending on how busy you are, you might have nothing going on in that week. So, you might lose out on a fair bit of money. So just make sure, if you are offering these services and you are filming weddings, just make sure you've got all your bookings in before. So there you go, just a quick video on, just things to consider if you're looking to buy a drone, hiring a drone pilot. So please like and subscribe my video, and I'll see you in the next one.